first, we're going to talk about the anatomy and what anatomy means. Anatomy is defined as the study of the structure and relationship to the body parts. H. pylori bacteria infection deals with the microscopic topic of anatomy, which means it deals with small structures that are too small to see with the naked eye. It also falls under the histology category, which means it's a study of the tissues, the lining of the stomach, and the lining of the stomach inside of a human being that is affected by the bacteria. H. pylori is a type of bacteria. The germs can enter your body and live in your digestive tract, causing sores or ulcers and in the lining of your stomach and the upper part of your small intestine, which can also lead to stomach cancer. The infection is very common in 2/3 of the world's population, and that's according to WebMD. It is also a gram-negative bacteria, which means it has a flagella shape, which I will show in the next clip. Next, we're going to talk about the physiology. Physiology is defined as the study of the function of body parts and the body as a whole. The physiology of H. pylori is that it enters your body and attacks the lining of your stomach, which usually protects the acid from your body in digesting food. Once the bacteria does all the damage, the lining of your stomach thins and thins, and then that's what causes ulcers and cancer and things of that sort, or leads to other diseases like Crohn's and things like that. It's most common in rural countries, but there's a lot of cases within the US. When a person has H. pylori, the stomach lining usually looks a little like this, where it is. And then they get treated for it with a certain amount of antibiotics for about a week and a half to 2 weeks, depending on the severity of the bacteria inside the stomach lining and how much damage it has done already once it's detected by what they call an upper GI scope, which is a procedure that is done to determine whether you have the bacteria of H. pylori or you don't. They sedate you and put you to sleep, and then they put a microscopic camera down your throat into your small intestine and look to see and sample whether or not you have the H. pylori bacteria. So this is from when I had it. This is pictures of a scope. Maybe a little graphic, but here it is. And then I took numerous medications. And then it went away and then came back. It can be a chronic disorder, and it can be a disorder where the medications work and the bacteria goes away. But bacteria is a thing that constantly grows, and bacteria can come back, and it can come back worse. So it all depends on whether you're a doctor and you can get a set of antibiotics that would attack it in the right way and your body won't be immune to it, to where it can kill the bacteria instead of making the bacteria grow. It may take a couple of different rounds of antibiotics. For me, it took about 3. In most cases, after the first dose of antibiotics, if you take them right, they say you will not have H. pylori, but that's all up to science. Okay, so here I have inserted a couple of pictures of how the H. pylori bacteria affects the lining of the stomach. I included a couple of diagrams and little visual aids. So enjoy. And that is, in my opinion, through my research, the relationship with anatomy and physiology to H. pylori.